Do you enter a new country and not abide by the laws of that country so that we could be at peace with that government and at peace with law enforcement in that country? When we travel abroad, we tighten ourselves up. We want to make sure that we're following the law, because the last thing that we want to do is go to jail in another country. That's the last thing that we want to do. Why? Because when you enter a new country, you better learn their laws. If you enter a kingdom and you're in the process of getting your citizenship, the last thing you want is to be deported in the process. See, we're talking about immigration status now. You can't enter a new country thinking you can adhere to old country's laws. You have to learn how to enter the new country and learn how to be a citizen of that new country so that, again, you can be at peace with the government and with law enforcement. Instead of being a subject and a slave to sin, being new to the kingdom is realizing we are now subjects and slaves to righteousness. Grace doesn't ignore sin. Grace works with law, as I just told you earlier. Grace works with law. And so when you enter a new country, you have to learn their ways that constitute and govern peaceful life. When you enter a new country, you have to learn their ways that govern peaceful life. Just like me taking my family to another country in August. They sent us a spreadsheet that talks about the culture there, so that when we go there, we know what the culture is like. We don't have to guess, we can fit right in. Although we may look like tourists, we're abiding by the cultural norms of that place, right? And so it's the same thing with us. When we enter into God's kingdom, we have to learn the cultural norms. How do we become kingdom citizens? How is it that we are disciples of Christ? Like, how do we fit within God's kingdom? That's a question that we always ought to ask ourselves. And so we have to learn his ways so that we can enjoy his promises in life.